Welcome back to you for another yummy update, friends. So we have many KOLs in a bit of a pickle situation here. We have a lot of the KOLs, friends, we pretty much separate them into two camps. This is for the majority, okay? Obviously, contrarian, bullish Ethereum. It's actually contrarian, okay? Two KOLs camps, okay? One of them, they're just outright bearish on Ethereum to go down. Like we have Ben Copen calling for Ethereum to crash to $2,500. And then he thinks that Ethereum can only top out at like 5,500 and then it'll go home, Ethereum, you're gonna go home to $1,000. So we have that camp here from Bitcoin Maxi camp, pretty much saying Ethereum is trash, you're actually gonna just go down. Then we also have the other camp of people saying, well, no, Wall Street, now they're gonna sell their ETH and they're gonna buy soy. That's what the other camp is saying. So they pretty much believe that soy ETH is gonna continue to rocket up. You have a green weekly candle. That's why everyone's starting to get a bit galvanized. There's a bit of energy coming out here. Obviously, I don't know what happens. I'll just tell you right now, I find it fascinating that Ethereum went up 250% in a straight line from 1,400 up to 4,900, whatever it was. It went up 250% in a straight line, and people are still bearish on it. I'm like shocked, but not really shocked. That's markets, right? That's the disbelief rally. Yeah, the disbelief rally, friends. Man, look, I'll just tell you something, okay? The disbelief rally is going to, it turns into the hate. It's hated rally. Yeah, they can't believe that. Then eventually it goes up like, no! Right? That's pretty much it. So what's actually going to be hated? Look, you can already see, I'll just give you an example, friends. Robinhood, some of these, Soylana, they've already approached a lot of these companies to use the Soylana technology, Soy EVM, to put their company databases and everything on there. But some of them, they said yes. So Soylana's like, yeah, we're the future. And then what's actually happened is some of them went and behind their backs, they've gone like, nah, let's actually just use Ethereum. Let's just use like, they're actually using like Arbitrum, Optimism. They're actually using it. And that's why that's pit. You can tell as more of those appear, everyone's going to get really pissed off because they're like, why? How? So that might be just a calling for the futures to see what happens. I just want to show you, friends. So you'll also, because isn't it fascinating, friends? You want to know, okay, where's everyone positioned? Like, what would shock everyone out here? Right? We've already had Soylana running up for 1.75 years, friends. That's why some people say, oh, it'd really piss people off if Soylana goes up again. Yeah, but no, that's like saying Hex went to 55 cents. It already did 10,000X. It's now you say, oh, it will really piss people off if Hex now flips Bitcoin and it goes to $5. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible. It's just, do you want to bet on that though? Like, how much of a probability do you want to bet on that? You know, maybe that only happens 1% of the time. You roll this scenario 100 times, maybe one of them happens, right? But in 99 times or 90 times, it doesn't. So you just got to think about that. So look at this. On the other hand, friends, so Mert, Soylana, $1,000 soy is not unreasonable. Raoul Powell, indeed, it is the base case. So as you get to see, oh, PDI, next it will be $10 PDI. Thank you very much. So do you see, friends? Friends, you got to remember, like, Raoul's got 1 million followers. Ivan, 600,000. Crypto Banter, 1 million followers. Like, millions and millions and millions and millions and millions. They're all turbo soy. I'm like, wait, huh? Why is it a hated rally again? As far as I'm concerned, all I can see is people who just want this thing to go up. In fact, I think you actually be very happy if it goes up. And you can actually see, friends, even CoinTelegraph. Do you remember I told you yesterday? CoinTelegraph went literally euphoric, and I checked out the Soylana price. It was up 2.5%. They're like, oh, Soylana went all the way from $200 to 211. Not even making it up. The real numbers. I was like, what? And it's showing you these people, friends. Look, friends, they don't look. People do stuff, but they don't tell you what they've done. You have to listen to what they say, okay? I've listened to what they say, okay? I've put my ears on their family-friendly body parts, and I can hear what's happening, okay? I can hear exactly what's happening. And what's happened is they've sold the low out of a lot of things, and now they've bought into soy. And probably the top, they bought the top of Bitcoin as well. Friends, you remember the LA Vape Cabal guys? They literally full ported Bitcoin. It's funny. They literally, some of them like are just totally full ported BTC, just sold a lot of things. They just full. And guess what? They did it up here. They literally did it up here. It's kind of funny. LA Vape Cabal, one of the LA Vape Cabal guys went full port and he just like marked, I guess, the very, very, very end of Bitcoin dominance, which is funny. So look, what am I actually looking for? Stablecoin super cycle, okay? Ethereum's got all the stablecoins, 59%. Stablecoins are coming on. Tom Lee, friends, I've shown you Tom Lee. Friends, Tom Lee's asked multiple times, what do you think about the Soylana transaction speed and stuff out here? He goes, look, man, Wall Street don't give a crap about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, they like its utility for everything that it has now and everything they can do in terms of like moving the asset around. It doesn't go down or anything. No, it didn't have any digs at Soylana. He just said this is what they want and what they need, right? It's been around for a long time. It's like it's solid. It's not going to go anywhere. So now, what you're going to see is, I'll tell you what you're going to see, all right? Because it's happening right now. Now you're going to see, all the people who told you to sell your ETH, sell your PulseChain, and go buy soy, yeah? Why did they tell you to do that? Because they said, adoption. What about the adoption? Have you seen the adoption? Wow, all the LA Vape Cabal and all their victims. Look at all this adoption. You've always wanted a Google Maps with an altcoin. Yes. Okay, they've said adoption. Okay, bro. Wall Street is literally putting billions of dollars into meth. Are you now going to tell your audience, follow the money, follow the adoption? Are you going to mid-curve it? Yes, you are. You are probably going to mid-curve it. All right? They're going, no, it's hated to take. No. You know what's happening, friends. It's just a bag bias once all over again. Bag bias. I have a fun term with that joke. That joke means nothing. That term means nothing to us, okay? But it is what it is, okay? Because you spent so long finally like tearing away all your respect for Ethereum in your bags. You finally, basically, you sold your soul. You went into soy. Now you need soy to go up. All you've got is every single major KOL plus CoinTelegraph plus $1,000 soy, $1,000 soy. You have all of that. So if the price action doesn't confirm that, you are totally wrecked because you've messed up this cycle. Because you've literally missed out all my videos saying, watch out for the Bitcoin halving year. Whatever wins in the Bitcoin halving year never continues in the year after. You've gone, la, I can't hear you over all the trillions of dollars I'm going to make because I'm buying soy. Okay, bro. Good luck to you. That's all I'm saying. More yummy updates here for you, friends. Just to show you how trash market makers are. Binance said, we are aware of an issue affecting futures. All futures are temporarily unavailable. Look at this, friends. The moment they could not do selling anymore on futures, because you can buy and sell, but as soon as they disable the market makers, Bitcoin starts going up immediately. Look when they enable it. Hey, we have now enabled the futures trading. And look, it just dumps down. It actually, friends, it went down from 111. We've gone down to even further, down to 108,000. But just to show you, a lot of the activity on these exchanges is dumping. It's market makers, dump, because they're all trash. They're all scum. Friends, why do we go up? Remember, I told you, WinterMute had somehow like 1 million Ethereum supply. And I think Tom Lee bought like 800,000 of it. I think they were down like 850,000. I forgot. I don't know the real number. Don't quote me on the real number. But yeah, Tom Lee pretty much bought all of it from them. All of it. They didn't know it was him. Okay, obviously he used multiple brokers. That's how they actually do it, friends. Like Warren Buffett, they use something like 10 different brokers. 10 different brokers because no one has all the parts. Because if they sniff out you're a gargantuan, enormous like Titan whale, right? Then they'll front run you, right? So yeah, as soon as the inventory was gone, we start going up. Okay, well, because they can't manipulate and do the scamming anymore. But that's it, man. But that's just how markets work, right? It's always someone's got supply. Always someone's got supply. But that's, friends, these market makers, they don't believe in anything. They're always selling and selling and selling. Delta neutral, they're making these trash little yield. 2% here, 2% here, 1% here, 1% here. Yeah, but that's why if you're in a red ocean area on the centralized exchanges or playing these large cap games, trading, you're going to get wrecked, man. You're going to get wrecked. We are in blue ocean area. PulseChain doesn't have any listings, yeah? Doesn't have any of these scamming trash going on there because it's a blue ocean, bro. It's new demand. It will have it in the future. I promise you that, but not yet. Just like Bitcoin at one point was blue ocean. Yeah, but we didn't know about it, did we? So we're still going to make it. Friendly reminder as well, friends. Check out this chart. This chart shows you $5 billion in shorts will be liquidated if ETH hits $5,000. 5 mega thousand. And yeah, man, that's $5 billion who are betting on the same side as Ben Copen, who will say, Ethereum, you're going home. Ethereum. Bitcoin maxi, Ethereum, Bitcoin maxi. I'm telling you now, like I've shown you the maximum consensus is Bitcoin and soy. Okay, that's it. And I've made so many videos telling you, friend, this cycle, if you are even half on the side of consensus, it has been ultra punishing, ultra. See, I've said every time, oh, don't worry, we're all going to go up. We're all going to go up. No. Well, so far, this cycle has gone like, man, if your consensus, you are absolutely bonked, which I hope doesn't happen, friends. I want everyone to go up, but this is what's been playing out. Luckily for us, we're all in hated assets. Now, friends, there's been some posts here as well. There's been RectumRishel. So RectumRishel, who is RectumRishel? RectumRishel is one of the biggest whales on PulseChain. So yeah, he's got some shady beginnings and stuff out here. But look, he put I think look, you'd say what you want, but he did put in 500,000 into Hex, and he turned it into like 500 million. 100 million or something out here, or a lot. I think he is the biggest PulseChain sacrificer. I think he put, guys, I'm forgetting these numbers. I think he put 10 million. And then he got 25 million in bonus, or it's the other way around. Or no, he might have actually put in 25 million of Hex for PulseChain, and then he got received 50 million or something after the bonus. It's 2.5 bonus. So obviously you have it here. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, you say, Summy, obviously he's called RectumRishel for a reason, right? So obviously he's blocked me, and then he blocked me at the bottom of PDI once again. But he's made some posts here, okay? Made some Telegram posts, and he says, I know there's small text here, but he said, I no longer need to make money. I simply take it from the chain itself. It's why I am leaving PulseChain as exclusive. I went multi-chain. There's too much money out there. And then he speaks about some other project and stuff out here. I'm not going to bother. I don't know how to check these things, bro. You know what I mean? So he's got some project. I don't know what it does. Don't know what it's meant to be. And then it's him he starts fighting with like Giga or something. Talking about exploits. Giga, we got him, boys. He doesn't know I'm already in all their servers. Mainframe. So I don't know if he's trolling or stuff out here. So look, this confirms, it doesn't confirm, nothing confirmed, except our friendship. It just raises the probability I'm on the right path with my thinking, which is the speculation that the prophecy of how the chain has been playing out has been by design. So Richard Hart's running the Soylana Playbook. So he's killed two birds with one stone. So the Soylana Playbook is make the chain look dead, look trash, nothing works, barely any updates. It looks like people are missing. So all the whales and the sharks get harpooned. Okay, that's meant to be. Now, kill two birds with one stone. Number one, all the people who got too rich too fast from the first tech cycle, who are the bad apples, who were acting like a chain around everyone's neck and dumping on the yield and keeping us down, they are pretty much harpooning themselves. Okay, number one. Number two, when we go up, we have a double amazing effect, because we weren't that kind of average chain that does now good. We were literally dead. Everyone's a scammer. Everyone's trash. Richard Hart's a scammer. We're all scammers. Every single person scamming or a scam victim. When you go from that to amazing, it looks like a miracle has actually happened. That's why, friends, I look for stuff like that. Okay, I want to buy $1 for 1 cent. Yeah, I want to buy like this, for any coin. I want to buy $1 for 1 cent, pretty much. Okay, many KOLs and you and I watch, they like buying $1 for like 20 cents, and they'll get out at like 60 cents. You know what I mean? So they're really looking for a 3x. I don't look for that stuff. Okay, I'm here 18 hours a day, and all it depends. Look, at the end of the day, the chart will eventually go up, and time's going to eventually be in our favor. The thing is, though, there's so many questions and unknowns. You're just battling yourself. You're doubting yourself. Like, hey, is it right? Because you don't have any sample sizes to really compare with. Yeah, so you really got to use all your like human intuition. Like, do I trust people? We've kind of seen stuff like this before. Is crypto, is macro, is interest rates, is all these going to really go up and down? Trump tariffs, you see what I mean? Are they part of the plan? Are they deviating from the plan? You get it? So yes, this does raise, like I said, the probability to me that we might find PDI does have a claimable ownership on something later on, That's why some people say it will never be the asset. I don't know what it is, but it could be a claimable ownership on something. And yeah, Rich is never ever gonna say something. Why the hell? I mean, like, you just spent all this time purposefully by design convincing people who are sharks and whales to harpoon themselves. He's not going to come and give a bat signal and say, oh, now's your time to get back in, boys. He's not going to do that. That'd be like you're just shooting yourself in the foot. So You probably never see it. We'll see though. We've got the PulseChain marketing gifts coming out. So all of these things, friends, putting it all together. Hopefully we continue to push on through. I've shown you stuff from before in terms of like where we think we're going. But it all comes down, friends. I think like it seems like there's been this new charging energy and it's focusing on meth. So remember, PulseChain slingshot leverage on Ethereum. You just need Ethereum to hit its inflection point, right? Which we hope is soon. Hopefully it's above 5,000. It could be 7,000, whatever it is. I don't know, man. So this is Ethereum right now. If we go down to smaller time frame charts, we are look. It's actually pretty good, man. It's actually pretty good. So this might be the up only part. Everyone thinks it's over. Plenty more good things to come. You know, we'll speak more as the cycle goes on, friends. 4-year cycle and all these other things, but who cares about all that, right? We got to see some excitement. Like, subscribe, better button, all. Catch you soon.